Hey guys, so basically we've got some Mourning geckos. You can see the Mourning gecko enclosure just there. Well, there was a load of eggs in there. One of them's hatched. I would assume it's hatched. So it's going to be in there somewhere. So we've just got to find it. There might be one, there might be three. It's been a while since I've gone through there. You might see this light here. That's because of the camera angle I'm going to use. I just need a little bit of light. I've already set the baby enclosure up. It's just got a big stick in it, Parthos plant, feeding ledge with a bit of Pangea. It's the first time I'm ever trying Pangea on these babies, but we're just going to get the enclosure and try and have a play with it. Got to get the Pro 10 LED lights off it. Move that enclosure, that's got one of the adult sorts of juveniles in it. And heat cable, get that off it. Let's have a look actually and just see how big this one actually is. Oh, there he is. There's that one there. But that's in a different enclosure altogether. Like I say, we've got a couple of Mourning geckos here that have just hatched and we're going to find them. Eventually, anyway. That's what the plan is. Oh, they're in this enclosure just here. So I'm going to change the camera angle and all that sort of stuff. So you may go a bit wonky, you know, a bit wonky altogether. I don't know, we've got different tripods and stuff. In this enclosure, somewhere, we've got hatched babies. Let me just spin it around so you can have a look. There we go. That one, just there, hatched. It was just laid all on its own. So there is a possibility it might be twins. There is a possibility it may just be a single. We've had those ones obviously hatched ages ago. Those ones hatched again ages ago, I think. I'm not too sure if they've hatched as well. So they may be in this enclosure too. Now I had a quick look this morning. I could only really see the adults kicking around. Somewhere, I don't know. Mourning geckos, they're all over the place. That just goes to show you that this sort of size enclosure really does work for them. There's one of the adults just there. Oh, there's another one on the back. You see him skittish there. There's another one. But I've yet to see any babies, and there is a possibility how the babies can get behind the back. But it doesn't look like they're there. I don't know. We'll have a good look around anyway. We'll have a bit of a fly around and just see what we can actually see. But first things first, spin this around. Got an iPod, which I'm just doing now. So you might find it a bit wonky. How is everyone today? Sorry if I missed some sort of comments. I'm not that good at keeping on top of comments on live streams. But hey, if you like the live streams, hit the thumbs up button, I guess. Let me know you like them. Hey everybody. Amanda Bucky. I don't know. Hey, Scott's Inverts, Darren Owen, No Effort, Hazara Bros, hey, Ben's Pets, yeah, well, loads of people in the live chat just here. JAO, Fireball Python, Pet Experience, hi from Liverpool, hi from St Helens, that's where I am. There's a new Royal Python breeder in St Helens, Northwest Royals. I'm doing a lot of work with them. I'm actually going down to see them later today. To discuss, well, no, to actually get some footage while we're there, to be fair. I don't know what we're going to film when we're there, but it's okay. This is just a little Exoterra Nano. Does need a good scrub. Sorry if it does keep going in and out of signal. It's just, I've got bad signal here, basically. Now, I'm about to open it. You can see, obviously, I put that tape on. That's always been on, just to stop the baby from actually escaping. But I've got these two eggs here. Now, it looks like they're not connected by about 0.5 millimeter to this side wall, because they are connected to the front. They stuck to the front, but not. Hopefully they're not stuck to the side. But if I open the door and they break, then yeah, they were stuck to the side. So, the big question is, did they break? Nope, they didn't break. There's those two just there. Now, like I say, it's that one and those two that I think have hatched. You can see some more eggs up there in that top corner. But this is the enclosure. What I want you guys to do is keep an eye out in case something does try and get out of this enclosure. And I'm going to try and set it up. There we go. I've got to get the food dish out because I need to put new food in. I just put that on the bottom just there. I'm actually going to try them out on Pangea today. First time I've had Pangea. That'd be nice and interesting. Keep an eye out for babies. Last time I tried to do one of these videos to find the babies, I actually just found it walking around the enclosure right in front of us. So, I've not misted it down just to make it a little bit easier for us. But, I suppose we can just, I've got a little catch cup in case needed. but straight off the bat, you might get patches of silence in this video. It's just where I'm trying to concentrate, trying to see if I can see any of the babies. And at the minute, right off the bat, I can't. But the joy with the babies, they are absolutely tiny. So, just let's go, I suppose. Lifting up leaves, keeping an eye on all the adults. There's one of the adults up there, which I've got to keep an eye. Oh, up there. I've got to keep an eye on him. Oh, there's one coming out. Look at him up there. One there, and one over there. So this is going to be entertaining, to say the least. Right. Sometimes I sell the baby, sometimes I don't. I'm actually trying to grow the colony up a little bit, to be fair. But yeah, they have sold a few times. No babies down there. I always like to look on the floor first, because I do tend to find they hide under the leaf litter quite a bit. As babies anyway, because the babies can be eaten by the adults. So that's one of the big concerns I do have with this, trying to find them basically. Find them before the other mourning geckos find them. I tend to find the mother does tend to protect them quite well. Right, this pothos plant is jammed behind the hygrometer, so I could do with trying to get that out anyway, but that's probably a job to do from the top. So far, guys, no luck. This pothos plant has absolutely grown mental underneath the Pro 10 LED light. So, no luck so far. What about that? I don't know if they're going to jump out. You don't know anything. Cheers for that, Scott. Sorry if I'm not reading comments. I just had a quick glance then. Saw Scott had commented. Oh, but yeah. Let's have a look around here. Nope. Oh, this is going to be a fun one today. We can't find anything yet. Right, so what shall I do? Right. Keep going, I guess. That's all I can do. I want to try and get this plant out from behind this hygrometer so that I do have... I can easily maneuver that plant out of the way then, basically. Plus, with the plant behind the actual hygrometer, it can give a false reading on the hygrometer because it could be blocking sensors and stuff. There we go. So that's come out. So... No babies on that. This is the thing, they can easily just be stood on the stalks, just like waiting to pounce and eat my face off. Granted, they're mourning geckos. Funnily enough, they're actually called mourning geckos because apparently they're mourning for a male. Oh, Christ, something flickered then. Oh, he's on the back wall. He don't look very happy. Is there one over the back there? Normally they go dead skittish when there's a baby about. No. Alright, this side. Get that down. To be honest, I've got quite a bit of pothos in here. I might actually try and harvest some of this pothos out over the next few days. Look at him, dead cheeky down there, trying to go, I'm going to get you. I might try and harvest some of this pothos out for a future bioactive build, because I have got a few bioactive builds I've got to do. Cool, man. The problem is, I could be looking over in this corner over here, and then all of a sudden it could just move over to the other side, and I'm like, well, where have you gone? I've already checked that side. So far, no luck. You know what no luck means? You're unlucky, quite frankly. Sorry if my voice is all over the place as well, guys. I hope you can hear me good. And drop me a shout in the comments if you do see a baby mourning gecko. They're no bigger than my actual thumbnail. I do actually have a tendency to produce slightly bigger babies out of the egg compared to the babies that I got when I first initially started these anyway. Well, so far, no lucky. Right, I'll check around the back at the logs. Oh, Jesus Christ, one just jumped at me. Doesn't look very promising. I hate doing these videos because I never actually do find them. They always just tend to sort of pop up a few days later and I'm like, oh, hey up. Check out that one there on the back, on the log. Just there. Yeah. And then we've got one just there looking like he wanted to jump out, escape. Let's move it down for you. It's a philodendron. Oh, okay then. Yeah, it looks nice. It grows well. That's all I really care about. It gives the animals what they need regarding various shelter and stuff. What's that under there? No, that's not one. Right, so what shall I do? Have a look down here again. Who was it that commented about the plants? Let's have a look. TB Exotics. Thanks ever so much for that insight, mate. I'm quite chuffed with that. What I'm looking for is a big plant, actually. One that can go from top to bottom in a big 60 tall. Plants. No baby mourning geckos. Let's move some of this out of the way and keep going. Right, there's one of the adults. Sorry, mate, but I've got to have a go and ruin your house a little bit so that I can try and find these babies. And so far, no luck. Right. Oh, there's 2 adults on that log. Is there a baby underneath it? No. Oh, God. So I've got 1 adult just up here. And 2 behind that log. Oh, there's one at the top, you can see. But as I say, no... Oh, God. They don't look very happy. So there must be a baby over there somewhere because they don't look very happy. I'll put the camera like that so you might be able to see something in the background. You don't know. But... Come on, guys. Where are you? There should be 3. I do not know what to do. Where are they? Oh, what's that at the back? Oh, yeah. Can you hear them chirping away? Right. Well, why are they chirping? Obviously, I've trashed the house. Maybe that's why. 1, 2. Yeah, there's all 3 of them. I found them all 3. I still can't find any babies. Right, let's put it back together and I'll turn it around and have a look behind the background and down the sides. Oops, that one looks like it might come out. Let's have another look under. Nope, can't see anything. Have you guys seen anything so far? Alright, put some of this pothos, pedilodendron, whatever it's called, back in. Whoa, you're not coming out, mate. There we go. Put that one in like that. Oh, and this one can go straight up in the middle, just like that. You stay in there, mate. I'm trying to escape now. Whoa, 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 whoa. In you get it. In you go. Okay, that one's... I can't put the plants back in. Gonna just trim this one down while I'm in here, to be fair. Let's have a go at doing that. Right. Let's get a cutting off it. There we go. Boom, sorted for that one. They really don't look happy in there with me being in and out like I am. Right, there's no legs caught or anything, so put that back together. Right, spin it sideways. Let's have a look sideways. I really need to get in here and clean all this glass, but there seem to be... Oh God, you can't really see because of all the poo on the side and the light reflection. Doesn't seem to be any behind the back. No, no babies on the back. Right, this is where I did actually see quite a lot of action. You can see where there's 2 adults there. Are they protecting something? That's my concern. Not so much concern, but... Oh, so yeah, there's 2 on the back there. And there's one of the adults on the top just there. But again, can't see a baby. I hope they haven't eaten it. What I'll do, I'll rearrange it back to the front face and we'll get the lid off and have a look. Because for all we know, they could be on the top of the background. I have put that corking on the top just to sort of stop it, so to speak. But we'll have a look. Top tip for anyone using Mourning Geckos with Exoterras, this here, you can pull that out. Oh, you can't on this one because it's all sealed in. But see what I mean, how it's all sealed in? Yeah, you can adjust that so that you can put cables and stuff through. They go through the little holes there and stuff. Keep them closed up. There he is, cheeky chappy. But so far, again, no babies. That's a pity. I was hoping to find some. What, I don't know where they do it, how they do it, but they tend to just sort of hide all the time as babies. So chances are I'll see them basking on a bit of heat or something over the next day or two, and just keep a good close eye on them. Because like I say, there is 3 eggs that have hatched. Are they behind the hygrometer? Sometimes they get behind there. No. I am really confused. Dun, bum, bum. Is it down there? No. Nope, can't find them. But they are quite agitated in there, so I would assume that they have got a baby in there somewhere. At least one anyway. I can't wait to get these guys in their actual bigger enclosure. That'd be absolutely amazing. It really would be. But I've got their the new enclosure set up for the babies. If they do tend to pop around, they're just absolutely amazing creatures. I mean, such characters. They're so active. They're just amazing to sit and watch. What about back there? What was that one? Nope, that's not one. Without actually tearing this enclosure all the way apart, which is something I don't want to do, I don't know if I'll find him. Oh, there he is. I suppose I should really give these 3 adults names because they're all absolutely amazing. And they're all little plonkers sometimes. Is it? Oh. No, that's not one. Where could they be? I can't see them on the background either. Like actually adhered to the background. Sometimes I like to just hang around there. If I just watch the adults, then that might work because they'll sort of give away where the babies are. But there's 3 in here. Surely to God, I should have found 1 or 2 by now. I can hear them chirping away. They are very agitated. Then again, I have just chopped out quite a chunk of their plants as well. I know somebody, let's have a look at the comments, see what people are saying while I'm looking into all this. Oh, there we go. Scott, have you heard anything from the Mantis? What's the name of that company that's building those new enclosures? I forgot the name of the company. How bad's that? It'd be nice to give them a nice little plug about now. Oh, there's one of them, just walking up there. Who else have we got? Liam Love. I actually know somebody who's getting rid of a breeding pair of Tokyo geckos. Mantis Den, that's the one. They've got some really nice enclosures on their website. Feel free, if you can, to drop the actual website on this live stream, just so people can check it out, because they are quite good. Right. Any babies? None at all. Which is partly scary, partly they're okay sort of thing. So now, last time I was hunting, I didn't check the back. And I did find one on the background. Partly because you can tell I've hacked at the background something rotten. So I don't know how they got back there, but we did get one back here. No. Those dairy cow isopods are really nice. I struggled to breed them, to be honest. Should make it a bit easier to try and find these babies now I've harvested some of the actual plant out. Oh, I can't find it. What I'll do then, I'll let these settle in for a bit. Mix up some more food. I've got some Pangea already mixed up, which I'm going to just drop into a little container just here. I've actually got quite a bit, so they're going to get a bit. Mind you, I'll stick a bit extra in anyway, because there is babies, or hopefully there is babies in there. Who knows? Alright, let's gently open that so that it doesn't crack the eggs. One last quick look before I put some food down. What I'm actually going to do is get the butt end of the tweezers, feeding dongs. Just lift up a bit of leaf litter here and there. I tend to see them congregating around this back corner, so is there anything actually, I'll just go all in like this. Just see what I can pick up with some of this leaf litter. No, nothing back there. I'm really gutted about this. I would have expected to have found at least one. Right. Push that back there. Give the baby a little bit of cover if there is a baby in there. Actually, what I want to do first is spray it down and then add the Pangea. FYI guys, if you're from the UK and I always get asked, where do I get my water sprayer from? B&M, £2.50. Don't know how long it'll last because I did pay more than that last time, but well, we'll figure it out. Giving them quite a mist in because obviously babies, if the babies are in there, I want to give them the best possible chance going. I didn't see any babies scurry off the base. Let's put a load of droplets on the actual side walls. There we go. And now, poof, food. I'll drop that straight down there. I love these. They do get a lot more sociable with the more sort of in the enclosure you actually are. That's one thing I've found with them. Scott, I think you need some Mourning geckos, buddy. Just for the sheer fun of it. Why not? Right, let's get that one shut off. Nice and gentle. There we go. Now where's the other guy? Back here. Right, let's just feed this one up while we can. What I'll do, actually, I'll put you back on the actual normal tripod. Why aren't you working? Something's not working here. Oof. There we go. You can see me. I'm well gutted that we didn't find any babies, but it is what it is, I guess. Just drop that over there. Right, so I've got this one. There he is, down there. He's growing up nicely. Not perfect, not massive yet, not big enough to go in with the adults yet. What I'll also do is, I've got the feeding ledges. We made these feeding ledges, they're absolutely awesome. Again, really read the comments that are coming up. Everyone always asks me, Spot, what do I use to feed them? Tattoo ink cups. You can buy 50 on Amazon for like £1. That'll do me, donkey. That'll do me. Mix up the Rapashi or Pangea up in a shot glass because I'm an alcoholic. And then when I finish, any leftovers go in with my super worms. Sorted. Job's a good one. Give this guy, where's my water bottle? I need to really get through and sort out this enclosure. That's my Asamani tarantula, but the substrate's just not good enough to withhold that plant. That plant's just dying off no matter what I'm doing to it, no matter how I'm helping it. But it is just a cocoa fibre substrate, so it's sort of, it's understandable really with a cocoa fibre substrate. I'll give him a bit more down the bottom. There we go. And drop his yum yum food in. So what is everyone up to today on this fine Sunday? Oh, there we go. I'll come back to the comments in a second. I'm just going to put all this back together because it all goes in specific order over here. Move that. I've got to be careful because I've got the Pro 10 LED lights over the actual baby Mourning gecko, the baby leopard geckos at the minute, which isn't ideal. Right, and this one back over here. That's the enclosure that's ready for the next one, so to speak. Right. Christ almighty, I've got everything kicking around here. Just, it's hard to make space sometimes. There we go. Let's have a look at what people are saying. Boo! Change the substrate out, pure peating. Do you know what? The only thing that's concerning me about that is I built that enclosure a few months ago, and it did good, but it took a while for the tarantula to actually get used to it. So I don't know whether to just change out that back corner where that plant actually is, or to just do the whole area again. But here we go. I'll show you the enclosure. Obviously, I've not done any maintenance on it today, so it's probably a bit grubby. And if it, there we go. So what we've got, you can see how the plant at the back's whittling away. Whittling away, I don't know. We've got the drainage layer, we've got the substrate, and the plant's just not doing great. Loads of bioactivity stuff, and he's now again webbed himself back in the hive, but he'll be back out through the night time. Yeah, but that's that one. Let's move it back round. Ooh, hello everybody. Bangers and mash, nice one, Mantis man. Yeah, I'm busy on videos as well, mate. I'm doing obviously this little live stream thing. Then I've got my general maintenance, run around, do some spraying, feeding, all that sort of stuff. I've got this plant cutting, I've got to try and plant that now. And yeah, I've just got loads of bits and bobs to do. And then I'm out with Northwest Royals later on today to do more filming at their second facility, which will be quite interesting. No idea what I'm going to film, but chances are it's possibly going to be one of my next videos. I've got a couple that are uploaded, but they're sort of filler videos just in case I lose track of time or whatever. I need to get a video out. They're there ready for that. Let's keep going. Macro photography. I do love macro photography. That'd be great for bugs. Those dairy cow isopods. Imagine them under macro photography. That'd be absolutely amazing. I'm doing some later with Northwest Royals. They've got some baby lesser pastels. I think they need photos for their morph market. That'd be quite fun. When are the winners for the giveaway being drawn? Well, we've actually got 2 giveaways going at the minute. We've got the one for all the bits and pieces, the big Reptile room tour giveaways. There's 4 giveaways in that one. That's going to be given away or announced on the 1st of the month. We're going to be doing another Reptile room tour. We're going to announce that one. And the other one was, what was the other one? The Reptile system stuff. Next week, I'll give that a shout next week. Give it some time for that video to actually mature a little bit, get some people in. Give everybody a chance at having a good go at that one. But yeah, I'll draw that one probably next week, to be fair. The dubia roaches from the Live Food Hub, they're still doing great. Yeah, everything's just going really well at the moment, except little teaser for you, which I've only just found out. I've got this big Reptile breeze, and I'm just waiting for the hardware stores to really open up really well for that to get built up. But, and this is a big but, I like big butts. I found a really hand tamed chameleon, and I'm sat there going, oh, it's only a little Yemen. It's been given to me at a good price, and I'm sat there, I'm tempted. Do you know what I mean? I'm just really tempted by that. I mean, who wouldn't love a nice, really tame chameleon? I just literally opened the enclosure out. I was working down at the pet shop yesterday. I opened up all the enclosures. I was cleaning out all the watermarks that get left on the inside of the glass, cleaning the glass, feeding, and just general cleaning and maintenance for the day. Certain pets and exotics. And I opened his cage straight out onto my hand. I got a selfie of it, which I stuck on. It climbed up onto my head, and I got a selfie of it doing that. I'll whack that on Instagram later. It's a hard one to do, so I might just do it on my story with the way the photo's actually been taken. But that was a cracking little few hours. But he's always got chameleons in there. Certain pets and exotics always got chameleons, and they're never really fascinated me too much. They've always fascinated me, but they're quite hard to care for, so I've never really paid too much attention to them. He's had really nice morphs, he's had Jacksons, he's had panthers, nosy bee panthers, everything. He's had loads. And it's weird how it's just a simple Yemen chameleon that attracted me. It's more personality based, isn't it? But let's get this pothos planted in here. Oh, whack my finger all the way down. It's not a pothos anymore. I'm still probably going to call it a pothos loads of times, because that's what I've always known it as. Bang it down. There we go. And where's my spray bottle? Give it a water. Be nice to grow this one up and use it for right, spray, keep spraying. I'm a bit of a goon today. I've had too many of these. Right, that's that bit done. They've had a bit. I've got to go around and water all my plants, because I have got so many plants now. My theory being, I'll just grow the plants so that they're nice and big for when I do my builds. And they've just sort of got away from me a bit, and they're like really big now. Let's plant that one in there. They hate it when you're playing with plants and you end up with mud. Let's spin it around and have a little play. Obviously, there's a big Mourning gecko enclosure. Needs to get built up. Shout out to Scott's Inverts for that, because I bought that off him. There's the big Reptile breeze, which I've got to build. Mourning geckos. I didn't even put the light back on the Mourning geckos. Look at him sat there at the top there. Ha. Oh, let's move it round. Yep. Hopefully we'll find the babies in there rather sharpishly. Look at him having a drink. He's just drinking all the little droplets off the water, off the wall. So far, can't see any babies. There are the baby leopard geckos. Everything needs to get tidied up and cleaned out and so much. Oh, Rosie's had a shed, so I'll have to get that out. Donna. Charlie, got to do his water. Yeah, just loads of little bits and pieces that I do need to do today. Just loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. So I guess I'll have a quick flick through the comments again, and then I'll call it a day on this live stream. What do you think about this? My new pet fish. My little lad got it me for Father's Day. He says it's not a tuna, it's a tuna. He watches too much American YouTube. Oh, let's have a look. Lesser the leopard gecko. One of my videos got 20k views. Jeez, what was the video about? Normally, I tend to find there's a lot of videos hit hard when they're promoting the wrong stuff. So everyone's there jumping on the comments, giving him abuse and stuff, which in turn, that actually gives him engagement and throws it out. You'll have a look at Savannah Monitor feeding, and it's filled and littered with live rodent feedings and stuff like that, and it's just not ideal. But that's what you get there. But yeah, huge congratulations for that video. There's a lot of people that really do like to get to that video. That sort of mark anyway. It was a clickbait video though. but it was a joke. I done a clickbait video 2 years ago, and I learnt my lesson on that because it didn't give me the correct watch time that I wanted. With YouTube, little tip for everybody who is a YouTuber, your sole aim is to get the most watch time, continuous watch time, that search term actually is. If that makes any sense at all. Say you've got like, I don't know, how to care for a leopard gecko. You research on incognito and it comes up with the top ones. Look at how big their videos are, and you want to try and make a bigger video than that will keep the viewers engaged for longer. That way you'll rank in the search terms. That's the way I've seen it. Anyway, that's how my live food breeding videos have all done really well. I think my biggest is up at 60,000 views now, my superworm one. Then my dubias are up at 45,000 views, there or thereabouts. I don't know, I don't really keep on top of it too much anymore. But huge congratulations for your 20,000 view video. That's a massive achievement, it really is. Let's have a look back here. Your bearded dragon is going black. Why is this, Liam Love? Oh, I assume you mean from sort of there, all down their neck going back black. That's normally a sign of aggression. He's stressed, something along those lines. You might start to see the head bobbing as well. That's another sign of sort of beware, get away from me sort of thing. They are quite fascinating when they do that, especially if you watch the wild videos from like Dave Kaufman and stuff like that. Any new additions planned apart from the chameleons? Scott, no. I've not really planned on getting new additions. For that enclosure up there, I would love to get a Brachypalma hamori, but I can only really find slings kicking around, and I don't do slings. I've never had good luck with slings. I don't want a sling. I want sort of juvenile upwards, but trying to find a captive bred juvenile Brachypalma hamori is quite challenging, especially if you're looking for a female. You just don't tend to see them around that much. So I'm looking, but at a distance. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. I'd love one for that enclosure up there. I've got this enclosure here that's empty as well. I did have a Poplithera regalis in it, but I'm not sure what to do with that enclosure anymore. Whether because it's got vents in it where it's not exactly big enough. The vents are too big for like a mantis. The vents are too big for mourning geckos. However, I could hot glue gun some mesh over the actual vents. This is why I don't like doing YouTube. I always come up with new ideas and I think, and it always ends up costing me a fortune. I only go for captive bred now. That's all I do, except for Mushu. But his story is he's a wild stowaway. There's a factory, quite a big wood company, and they Mushu, and he's basically ended up there now. Long story short, he's ended up there. Long story is we had to go through hoops and bounds to be able to try and keep hold of him. But yeah, that came from a friend of mine, Mike Webster. I need to message him actually. I've not messaged him for a few days, but that's that. I need to clear up this shelving unit because it's an absolute disgrace. I mean, let's get up and have a look. We've got superworm breeding, loads of silicons and no nails and spray glues. I've got a load more at the back there and spray expanding foam. That's all to do that one, which I might do soon. Obviously feeding tubs with calcium. That tub needs to go in the bin. That was just a load of I cleaned out my dubia roaches a few days ago. Check those stickers out. Big shout out to the Bull Sweets Club Centre. Scott, you may know him. He sent me those stickers and we've added them into the sticker packs for anybody who wants them. Absolutely amazing. We'll go through that in a bit. But yeah, I need to chuck that. We cleaned out the dubia roaches. That's just all the junk that came out of it, and I've just not been asked to put it in the bin yet. Stuff to make some fruit fly cultures and boxing tools. We always need some tools. We've got thermostat screws and whatever. My ants, Menica rubida ants. Look at them little guys. I've got a video which I've filmed and edited and it's ready to upload, but I've not uploaded it just yet. And you'll see that little piece of junk in there. Well, that's a piece of plant that I decided to put in there. It died, basically. That is my UV meter, my solar meter, so I can check the UVB output on all the UVB lights. A couple of spare dishes because I'm going to need them soon. All my food for the mourning geckos up there and back there, and some more up there and some more over there. Antiseptic stuff, water safe. That's the new Reptile Systems insect food. I've actually got the others in the other room. um, which is basically the calcium and the nutrients and stuff. These are the Exoterra ones which I'm using currently, but I'm not using them anymore because I moved over to the Reptile system stuff because, yeah, they just seem better. That's my Brachypalma that's not a Brachypalma, that's now called a Tulili cow, which is basically a cow boo because it sounds like tit cow. Let's see if I can... Oh, there he goes. It's a bit dirty on this tub, so you can't really see him too well. There he is. He's loving life in that little setup. But again, I want to get him a better setup. But he's got more floor space in that tub than what he would have in the old centipede enclosure. So that's why he's not moved over to there just yet. But that's that. Again, everything needs misting and cleaning. Moo shoes up there, having some fun. And that's basically it. Yeah, the ants are getting very, very popular. And I'm finding them fascinating, to be fair. They've really settled in really well. But yeah. Oh, what's Axaurora? Is that how you say it? Axaurora? She's setting up her first enclosure today on the live stream chat. What are you going to be putting in that enclosure? Liam Love, you're... I've already answered that. I'll answer it again just quickly in case you missed it. Is your bearded dragon going black from there downwards? That's normally a sign of aggression, trying to assert dominance, stress, something along those lines anyway. That's normally what it is, but you might see him head bobbing as well. And Diego's never done it because he's well settled in. He's just... Diego's just Diego. He just loves sitting there going, yeah, and what? It's like a little gangster of the bearded dragons. He just doesn't care. It's absolutely fascinating to watch, but yeah, he just doesn't care. Ew. They are nice. Sorry if I'm lying like this and my eyes are looking over here. It's just the way that the camera all goes quite funky. Yeah, that's about everything there. But guys, thanks ever so much for tuning in. Oh, here we go. We've got another comment straight. This isn't fair. I'm never going to go, am I? I can never pronounce names. Porgy. Let's have a look at that name again because it's gone off. Milo Herbs, yes, I remember you now. How come you've not tuned in for a while? I'm going to take offence to that now. It is what it is. I've not got any mantids, no. I did have orchids at one point. The thing I don't like about mantids is I get attached to the animals very, very quickly. I love all the personalities. I really spend a lot of time with them, but mantids don't last long. And they end up getting gutted every single time they molt because it's a little bit closer to their death. They're fascinating creatures, they really are, and I love them. They're absolutely amazing. But every single molt's another molt closer to death. And it's the sad truth about it. Don't get me wrong, I'd love a big mantis just to sort of show off, so to speak. Use it for some educational content, all that sort of stuff. But, like I say, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, Scott, definitely I'll meet up with you guys, 100%. I want to go see that reptile shop down near yours. Me and Scott's Inverts, a little bit of exclusive content for you 19 people that are watching at the moment. Me and Scott are actually planning, or gently planning, some sort of meet and greet for the subscribers, basically. I'm going to do a few locations throughout the UK. Scott's going to probably be with me on one or two of them. He doesn't really know it too well yet because I've not really discussed it massively with him. Sorry, Scott. And yeah, we're going to be doing a few little bits here and there. Go check out Scott's channel because he's really coming up. He's one of the quickest growing invertebrate YouTubers that I know of anyway. And his knowledge is perfect, 100%. He does some educational stuff, he does some entertainment stuff. It's just nice to watch something like that. And I love the green screen work that you do. I can't do it as well. I'm going to have to get myself a decent green screen and give it a go anyway. Yeah, Scott's channel is absolutely amazing. Online retail stores in the UK with a good selection of reptiles. It's illegal for us to ship reptiles. We can't just stick them in the post like they do in America. So we have people like reptile couriers. They'll come pick the animal up, but it charges like 45 quid whether you only need to take it a mile or take it 500 mile. And you have to wait for them to be available to be able to do it. And it's a hassle. So there's not that many places online that will physically sell the reptiles. Like I say, you can go to the places like suttonpetsandexotics.co.uk. They show their animals on their website, but they won't sell them to you. Or they will sell them to you online, but you'll just have to find a way to come and either pick up the animal or get a courier to come and pick up the animal. That's about that. I probably won't get to Dubai to do a meet and greet, but we're planning one in Coventry. We just look at my biggest concern with going to Coventry for the plan. I like Coventry. I hate Coventry actually, but it's my hometown. That's where I was born, and that's where my family is. So I could sort of kill two birds with one stone, three birds with one stone. Because I take my lad to go and see my mum and dad, and Scott's in Coventry, and yeah, it's just local. It's handy. It's there. I want to go there first to sort of check the surroundings, see if there's space there, so we can do a bit of filming, so we can do everything else. Oh. Yeah, I want to do one up north as well. The only problem I've got is social distancing. Um, that's going to be hard because I like to shake people's hands. I like to talk to people, all that sort of stuff. But Sutton Pets and Exotics, they said they'd have us up for the northwest anyway, and possibly looking for one down south as well. That way we've covered the North Midlands and the south. Yeah, that's about everything there. Let's go through the comments. Got a lot of comments have recently come through. It's coming in a car. You are right. It's either next week or the next month. Yeah, the careers. I wonder if I can get into reptile courier. Oh, that'd be nice. That's the thing with Doncaster. I bet they've done quite well on the reptile couriers this sort of time of year. I'm sat on a toolbox. It's killing me knees. Because if you hadn't already noticed by this beautiful mug, I'm an old git now. Literally, I had some kids tell me off for being old the other day. You don't know what you're talking about. You're old. Mate, YouTube's probably been around longer than you've been alive. Go and have a drink of milk, mate. Don't speak to your mum. Right, guys. I've been tuning in. I appreciate you all. Peace out.